So hello everyone, welcome to this another video of this channel. I'm Abhishek Verma, and in today's video we are going to see that how we can send mails with attachment using Spring Boot. Not only this, we will also see that how we can send beautifully formatted emails using Spring Boot. Now in order to watch this video and in order to understand the concept, the only one thing which you need is that how to send a basic mail using Spring Boot. For this, I will do a quick recap in the starting of this video before moving on towards our actual demo. But it will be a plus point if you have already watched the previous video. So without wasting any more time, let's directly get started and see how the things are going to look like.
So now we are in the IDE. And first of all, let's copy the existing demo number 4, and create a new one, demo 5 from this. So I'll go here and paste it something like this. So let's click on copy. And here it is going to look like this. First of all, let's remove this old collection from here because we are going to add the new one later on. Let me remove this UML diagram also because again, we are going to add the new one. Now let's go to this pom.xml. So here, if we just do a quick revision, we see that, okay, we were having the starter mail dependency, we were having the starter web dependency. We were making usage of the latest version only. Here, let me change it to as 5. And here also, let me make it as 5 just to avoid any confusion. Now, after this, if I just go back to this one, so you see that in the app.java, here we are just having a main method and we are reading the values from messages.properties file. What do we have there? Nothing much, but just a single message that email sent successfully. Then post this, we are going towards the controller. There we are having a mail controller. We are saying /mail. And then if we say send basic, so it is going to send a simple mail. Now what it is taking from the user? A mail DTO. Now mail DTO is nothing but a record here. So in the last video, I shown you very clearly that first of all, we created a class. Then we said that, okay, we don't need to change any of the values. Almost everything is going to be final. So let's make it as a record instead of a class. If you are not comfortable with record, a simple class is also going to do your job. The only 3 things which you need is to whom you want to send, the subject and the body. So this we are using as a request body. Then we are sending it to the mail service and we are saying send basic mail. So here it is going to look something like this, a simple interface. And then we are having this implementation class of it. Now, as always, as a good practice, I told you earlier also that later on we make usage of this method for other things also. Hence, instead of writing everything here, what I did is for sending a mail, I created a very simple different method here. Now here we were making usage of simple mail message. Now what happens is that when you use simple mail message, it provides you the functionality like from which ID you want to send, to whom you want to send, subject, text, and all the basic things. It won't allow you with the options of adding the attachment. It won't allow you with the options of having something as Freemarker or the HTML based email. So all those things won't be allowed with this simple mail message. Hence, in order to add the attachment and in order to send the enhanced mail, we will be using something different from simple mail message. But this is how this is going to look like. Then you see that here we don't need to create our own Java mail configuration. We can just make usage of Java mail sender. It is going to work fine. But last time we were getting an issue that, okay, it was saying that, okay, Bean is not able to create for this Java mail sender. The issue was that we forgot to add all these properties. Now, what are these properties? First of all, we are saying the host name from which email provider we are going to send the mails. Here it can be Gmail, it can be Outlook, it can be Hotmail, it can be any other your custom provider also. Let's say if you are working in a company, let's say Infosys, Amazon, or Flipkart, or any other company, whatever you say. So the same host name you can get here. Then we have a port number 587. These values are going to be true, and we need to provide the email ID and password. Almost everything which we have used in the previous demos also. So now let me just simply close it. And what we will do is that first of all, we will see how to add an attachment. Then we will see how to make it as an enhanced formatted mail. So for this, first of all, we don't need to make any change in the app.java. So I'll close it. We don't need to make any change in DT also. I'll close it. Only the changes which we need to do is in controller, service and service IMPL, as well as pom.xml later on. So as of now, let's go to this mail controller. And what we will do is let's copy this particular one from here, and I will be pasting it somewhere here. And what I will do is, instead of saying send simple mail, we will be calling it as send advanced mail. So it is going to look something like this. Now I'm going to copy this word from here. And what I will do is that here I'm going to say send advanced. So this way we are going to do. So this means that currently our code will be able to send a basic mail also, as well as an advanced mail also. Then for this also, we will be making usage of request body only, nothing difference here. Then here the method. So here, let's say in this method name also, we will make it as send advanced mail. As of now, I haven't created this method as such. Okay, but I'm just saying. So the same thing you also need to do. Many times people say that, okay, we want to write everything from scratch. You don't need to write everything from scratch. Do copy and paste whenever required. Okay, that is something a good developer always do. So this is we have done. Now the next thing is, as I said, first of all, we want to send the attachment. So what we will do is that here we are directly going to provide the attachment. So here we are going to say resource, something like this, and here we are going to say attachment. If you wish, you can write this in the service layer also. I'm deliberately writing it in the controller layer, so that later on, if you wish, you can change it directly from here. Yeah, I mean, both of the options are fine. So here, let me do it something like this, and let's call it as class path. And here we are going to say resource. And here now we need to provide the path from where we are going to pick this resource. Basically, whatever we want to send as the attachment. So for this, what I will do is that within this src main resources, always as a good practice, we will keep the things here. So I will be creating a new folder, so that later on there is no confusion. I'll call it as images. And within this, let me copy from my another screen. And what I will do is, let me copy this image and let me paste it somewhere here. It is going to look like this. So this is the sample image which we are going to send as the attachment. And we are keeping it within src main resources. If you wish, you can directly keep it under demo also, but it's always a good practice to keep resources under resources folder. So that we have kept here. And now what I will be doing is, I'm going to say here images. That's the benefit. When you have anything within resources, you can just use the folder name and then the name of that particular thing, that is sample.jpg. So this was the name here. Let me say Control Shift O, and it will be from Jakarta annotation resource. So this one, let me click on this particular one. Yeah, it looks nice. And what it says there is some type mismatch. So, okay, it was not from that Jakarta. Let's go back and let's remove this particular one. So what it says, class path resource is from Spring Framework. So let's again try to import it. So it says, yeah, Spring Framework. This one we need to take. Yeah. So this is the thing which we need to make usage here. So it went here. Now what we will do is, this same attachment we are going to provide as the second argument. So here we are going to provide, and still I haven't made this method as of now. That's why you see I'm getting a compilation error. Now what I will do is, I will go here and I will say create this method, as simple as that. So it is going to create a method here, and this is how it is going to look like. So something like this you can do. Now what we will do is, let's go here, and here we are going to add that particular method. So I will be saying like this, and I will say here source, and there must be some option override implement methods. So this method I wish to implement, and then this is how it is going to look like. So you see, now we are having this method send advanced mail. So as simple as that. Now, as always, like last time also, what we did, instead of writing everything within this method, we create a separate method. So what we will do is that here I'm going to create a new method, and let's call it as private, something like this. Let's ensure it returns a string always. And what we will do is, we will say send email with attachment. So this is how we are going to rename this method, that it is going to send an email with attachment. Let me copy this thing here. Let me paste it somewhere like this. And yeah, this looks nice. What I will do is I'm going to remove this content from here. And here what I will do is here I'm going to invoke this method send email with attachment. As it is, I'm going to pass there. Okay. Later on, you may make usage of some other things also. So this is how we are going to make usage here. And here also what we will do is here we are going to remove this. Now comes the logic that, okay, what we should write within this. So now if you remember when we were just sending the simple mail, we were doing something like this. So first of all, I will return this success. Okay. Some things which I still want to do is I still want to keep it as try. And then I want to keep this particular part of catch block as it is. Okay. So I don't want any much changes there in this particular part. So let me write it like this. And yeah, now this also looks fine. So currently what it will do is it will simply invoke this method. And as of now, it will just return us the success message. Nothing much. It is not actually going to send the mail, just message. In case there is any exception, it will return us the exception message. And yeah, our method is ready. So as simple as that. But that's not a case. So now we need to see that how we can add this attachment. So as I told you that this simple mail message is not going to allow you in order to send the enhanced messages. So here also you see it says okay, here it says models a simple mail message including data is from to cc subject text fields. In case you want to send the enhanced mail, then you should be making usage of my messages. Okay, so that one we should use in case if you want the attachment or any other enhanced thing like formatted mail or everything. So here let's make usage of this, and here we are going to say my message. It is going to look like this. Then we are saying message, and it is actually message here. So it will look like this. So this is my message, and now we will be making usage of same mail sender. So here we are not having any direct option of saying new of my message. We need to say mail sender. So here we will be saying mail sender. This is the same mail sender which we used last time. Okay. So we say this, and the option is create my message. See, the return type is my message object. So it will look like this, and we are saying Control Shift O, and this will work for us. Then here you see the last line was mail sender.send. So this line is going to remain same. Why I'm doing copy paste? So that I can show you what part is going to remain same, what part is going to remain different. So till now you see the only difference is the way we are going to create the object. There we are explicitly saying simple mail message when it is just a simple thing. Here, since it is an enhanced thing, we need to say create my message in this particular way. Okay, that looks good. Now the only part left is that we need to set from to subject text, and we also need to attach the resource also here. So for this, what we will do is, first of all, here we need to take help of one more extra thing. And that one more extra thing is going to be my message helper. So here it is going to look something like this, my message helper. And then here, let me say my message, and then here, let me say my message helper in this particular way. Now here I'm going to provide, I will be creating this object, my message helper. So this is the point. Now here, first of all, here in the message, there will be multiple parts. Okay. So there is going to be a body also, there is going to be attachment also. So hence I will be using this second method, and I will be saying that multi-part is true. So this one I will be using. By default it is false. So we need to make it true like this. So this is the number one thing which you need to ensure. So this we have taken care, and same object we have passed there. Now what we will do is that with this particular my message helper, we are going to provide all other things. So first of all, we are going to say set from. So here let's say set from in this particular way. So this is the one, and yeah, sender email, that's something which we want to send. Now the next thing is we want to say set to. So here we will again say my message helper. So it looks something like this, my message helper. Then here let's say set to, and here we want to say set to. So let it be like this, and in this time we are going to say mail DTO. So it will be like this, and we are going to say mail DTO.to. Again, that looks good. Then the next third thing is we want a subject. So now what I wish is I wish to copy this particular part from here. I will paste it like this, and I'm going to change this particular thing as my message helper. So ensure that you do all these things with the help of my message helper. Don't do it with the help of message directly. Otherwise you will see that okay, things are not going to work fine. Okay, so this is a way which you need to do. So now we are setting the subject also. The next thing is text, obviously. So let's again copy the same thing and let's paste it here. And what we will do is we are going to, okay, not here, so let me do, so we are going to copy this and let me again paste it here in this particular way, my message help. So now we are providing text also. Now within this text, what we say is that okay, if we see this text also can take another argument, that is HTML, that okay, is there any HTML part or something. So as of now there is nothing HTML, it's a simple thing. So as of now let's leave that particular part. Otherwise if you say, you can make it as false also by default. Later on we need to make it as true. So text also we have set. Now the only thing left is that we need to add the attachment. Yeah, but the point is it's not always mandatory that attachment is going to be here. What if the attachment is not found? Like here we are hard coding the attachment. Later on in the next video, I will also show you that how you can receive the attachment from the user. Now in that case, there is option that user may provide you with the attachment or may not provide you with the attachment. So in this case, it can be a null also. So as a good practice, let's have a null check here. So here we are going to say objects, and then we are going to say non-null, and this we are going to put on this attachment, something like this attachment, and yeah, this is going to look like this. So this is non-null. Okay, so now we are saying that it is non-null attachment, something like this, and here we are going to again take help of this my message helper, something like this, and here we are going to say set. And do we have any option of attachment? Okay, it is not set attachment, it is add attachment. Why so? Because there can be multiple attachments, so always you just need to add the attachment. Now within this we see there are multiple options, so we can take any one of them. So let's take this one, or you can take file one, any of them. Okay, because we are going to provide in our way, so that's not an issue. So now we need to provide this attachment, so we will copy this. Now second argument is going to be your file, and the first argument is going to be the name of that particular file. Okay, so here we will take this, and here we will say get file name. So this is the one. This is very important because later on when you will send the attachment, what name is going to appear on downloading, what name is going to look like. So everything will be decided from this only. So hence this is very important. So now this is how it is going to look like, and I guess everything is done. We were able to provide the attachment for this. We don't need anything else. Now one more interesting thing which you see here is that I can utilize the same method in order to send a simple mail also. What I will do is I won't provide the attachment. In that case, this particular part is not going to be there, and it will behave as a simple mail. So yeah, that will work fine. But first of all, at least let's see whether it is going to work or not. So for this, what we will do is let's go to this particular one. And first of all, let's try to set all those variables. So we will say open config. Now some of you were saying that how to do this thing in IntelliJ. So in IntelliJ also there is some way. What I'm expecting is that if you are using that ID, you should be knowing how to set environment variables. Otherwise you start using the ID which I'm using. Yeah. So what I will do is I will copy from the previous demo. So I will say here this one, and this is this. So let's say copy, and let's go for our demo number 5, and let's paste it here, something like this. Let me click on apply. As of now, I'm not setting the password again. I don't remember whether this password will work or not. Okay, so let's see whether it is going to work or not. So let's go here and let's try to click on this. In case you don't know how to create a password, we will see. Well, if in case this password doesn't works, we will create it from scratch. Okay, otherwise we have given a password. Now here it says that okay, it is running fine, everything is going well. So let me just clear it. Now let's go to this postman. Now here this is for the basic mail, send basic, and within the body we are saying basic mail from Spring Boot and something like this. And this is for the advanced one, so only changes in the endpoint, otherwise it seems fine. and here I will be clicking on this send. So let's hope it works if our password is correct. Otherwise, let's see what happens. Okay, so it says authentication failed. Let's come back here, and okay, it says username password not accepted. The reason is that is an old password. So what I did is, after making that video, I deleted the password, so hence we need to change it. So that's the reason it is not going to work anymore. So we will go here and let's go for this one. Now let me go here, and what I will do is that I will be going to this one, and let me click on here. So account, then here let's go to this security part, and then here you see I have created, I have removed, and it has been done multiple times. Okay, so you can go here, and here I'm going to search for app passwords. It is going to look something like this, and within this I need to provide my actual password first. Now what happens is, many times I feel that I should be speaking this password while writing, but then I know that okay, there are better chances that it will get hacked. So already there is one password, but I don't remember what is there. So if I wish, I can delete it. Otherwise, what I will do as of now is I will be saying here demo number 5, because this is the demo for which I'm creating. Later on again, I'll delete it. So this is what I have copied from here. I'll click on done, and let's go back to this particular one, and let's go back to this demo number 5 here. Let's click on this open config again. Let's go to environment. Ensure you are setting it for demo 5 only, not demo 4. Otherwise, you will say that, okay, it is not working. So let's paste it here. One thing which you need to do is remove these extra spaces. Your password should not contain any of the space, and ensure password is correct. I mean, don't make any mistake while writing this password. Okay. So here we will say apply. Let's click on close, and let's again click on this particular one. Let's click here. So again, let's hope it is going to start. And here we can see that okay, it has started. Let me just clear this, and let's go back to our postman, and here let's again give it a try. So let's see what happens this time. So it takes time. Obviously it is going to take time after clicking. Okay, it took almost around 6.5 seconds. Okay, and one of the videos I will also show you how you can make it faster. That I will show you, but not in the next video. The video after the next one, there I will show you this part. Yeah, but as of now it's gone. So let's check here whether it is actually gone or not. So I can see 2 mails. So first one is this, and it says that okay, someone created a password. Okay, I'm fine with it. So let me go here, and this is the one. So here we see that okay, advanced mail from this, and this is the thing, and I can also see the attachment. The name is same. I can even download it as the one, and when I will download, it will show me as sample.jpg, because the name needs to be correct here. So that is very important. So this we have already seen. So what we will do is let's delete this one, or let's keep it as it is also. Now the next part which we are going to do from here is that let's try to see that how we can, what we see, how we can enhance and send a formatted email here. Okay, so for this, what I will do is, first of all, let me just close this particular one, something like this. And what I will do is, as you know, last time also when we were doing it with the help of Java, let me show you in this demo number 3. So there, if you remember, we have to add something as Freemarker. Okay, so that was the number 1 requirement. Now the best part is that here also in this pom.xml, you just need to add the Freemarker, but you don't need to take it from Maven. You can just click on this add Spring Boot starters, and like someone was telling me that why don't I use IntelliJ? IntelliJ won't provide you this, the community version. Ultimate version will provide you. But you tell me, do you have that much extra money that you will be making usage of IntelliJ and all IntelliJ Ultimate? Like how many of you are making usage of IntelliJ Ultimate for this? You can tell me. So here we will click on next, and here let's see, this is always something very boring part. So let's click on this. Let's see the next change, next difference. Okay, we don't want licenses, we don't want SEM, we don't want this. Okay, I want this. So what I will do is that I will say okay, take this particular part. Then the next thing is we don't want this starter test, and yeah, it's fine. So let's say cancel, and let's say here finish. So we just need only one thing, and that is Freemarker. Our job is done. So let's click on this. Now the next part is, last time if you remember, besides adding the Freemarker, what was the next thing? The next thing was we need to add the templates. Okay, what I will do is I will copy the previous templates only, and I'm going to paste it here, so that if you have already used that one, here it says the templates already exist. So okay, if templates already exist, what we will do is we are just going to copy this file name and paste it here, because templates folder is already there in src spring boot projects. Okay, so this is how it is going to look like, and it is something, it is just a simple html part. Whatever you wish you can make. Okay, that's not an issue. Today is what we say 10th of August. What we will do is, here I'm going to make it as 11th, and here I'm going to make it as August, because you will be seeing this this video on 11th of August. It will be released at that point of time. So this is the thing. Now, the next thing was that there we need to create something like this template config. So when we were doing it with the help of Java, we made something like this template config. Today, we don't need to do anything like this. Okay, first of all, no change in controller, no change in service. Only we need to make changes in the service sample. Let's compare it with the previous service sample. So last time we have to do something as this. Here you see that, okay, where it went. So yeah, first of all, we need to create this particular method. So today also we need to create this particular method. Okay, so what it method does is, it is going to accept your current body. So whatever is your current body, it is going to accept the same, and then it is going to, put the same thing in this particular .ftlh file, and then it is going to return you the output. That is the formatted output it will be providing you. Now what we are doing here is that this time I don't need to provide the whole body. As you see what I'm doing, that I will be just providing the username, and rest all complete template is here. This is the subscriber name, and the same I have made usage here also as subscriber name. So only this name part we are going to replace. Rest everything we are going to make use of as it is. Okay, now you will say that, okay Abhishek, you didn't explain how to create this ftlh file. We are not good in html. Even I'm not good in html. You can take help of ChatGPT for the same. It's not a hard thing, and this is completely your content, whatever you want in your email. You say I don't want signature, remove this part. You say I just want to say hello Abhishek and something like this. So just keep it. It's completely your choice. Okay, and this particular method, it's not a big deal. I guess this is the thing. Okay, so this method is not a big deal. What we are saying here, we are saying that we will be accepting a body. So currently some body we will be accepting, and then what we are going to do is that we are going to change this subscriber name, because that is something we have to change. And then we are going to take help of this writer, and we will be writing within this particular file. So we will be taking the complete file content, we are going to replace the name, and we are going to return the content. In case there is any exception, we will be returning the raw body as it is, as simple as that. But the problem is, last time we were having the template config, and this time we don't have this template config. So hence, what to do? In that case, what we will do is that we will go here on the top, and we just need to auto wire the config thing. So here we will say this one, here we are going to say this one, and you need to say this one. So this is the name, guys, just configuration, nothing much. Okay, and just to make the thing simple, I will still call it as template config in this particular way, and this is the configuration. So you can take it from Freemarker. So you just take it from Freemarker and nothing from else. Yeah, so it is going to look like this, and then what I will do is I will be copying this. I'm going to somewhere paste it like this. Then in the next line, I'm going to say this, and then I will be saying dot template config, and then I'm going to say here template config, and then it is going to look like this. Yeah, so template config we have done. Now what we will do is, here I'm just going to replace like this. Yeah, template config. We don't need a configuration, because by default we are getting the configuration. So we just need to say here get template. So that's the max thing which we need to write here. So you see how easy it is in Spring Boot. You don't even need to make a configuration file. You just need to take help of this by default configuration, because here this configuration class is doing the job of that configuration file which you were creating last time. Okay, within this you just need to provide the actual file name. Then you say which particular word you want to replace. If you say I don't want to replace anything, I'm just having a .ftlh file, I just want to send as it is, then you don't even need to take the string body. Whatever it returns, consider it as your text. Okay, now what we will do, so here we have created method. Last time you see in the set text, we were providing body as it is. Now what we will do is here we are going to copy this and we are going to provide it like this, and we are going to do it like this, and then we are going to do it like this, as simple as that. So what I have basically done is, instead of providing my mail dto.body directly to text, first of all I'm providing it to this method, and then this method will return me something, the formatted output. Now since this time it is an HTML, so I will be saying comma and I'm going to say here true, the overridden method I will be using here. Not overridden, overloaded method. Okay, otherwise you will tell me later on that okay Abhishek, you used the wrong term. So that is overloaded method we are going to use here. And here we see there is some mistake. What's the mistake? Okay, I don't need to go for this particular one. Let me remove this and yeah, save it like this. So it was as simple as that. Yep. And then let's go back for this one. Let's again give it a start. So it goes somewhere here. Now many times what happens is it will tell you that I'm unable to find FTLH file. In that case, just do a refresh with your Maven project. Sometimes it happens that when you make changes in your resources folder or somewhere, it is not able to read the file instantly. So just do a refresh once. It's not a big deal. Okay, that is just a memory or you can say your IDE issue. So let's again clear the same thing. Let's go back here, and what we will do is let's call it as, okay, not there, but let's call it as 2 in this particular one. In the subject, we will be calling it as 2. Now in the body, I don't want this. Otherwise, it will say, dear this mail and all this thing, and then the content. Now in the body, I just want the name of a person. So I will call it as Avi. Okay. And let me click on this send. So let's hope we are getting a nice formatted email this time. So let's see. And again, this is your choice. You can do it with or without the attachment. Yeah. Here I'm just showing you with the attachment directly. So let's go back here and we can see this. And you see, we are getting a proper formatted email. So hence, we have seen that how you can send a proper formatted email also, how you can send an attachment also. Now, this is your complete choice. Whether you want to add the attachment here or not, whether you want to just send the formatted email or what things you want to do. If you say no, expect this subscriber name, I want to add more things also. Then what you just need to do is that you need to go to your FTLH file. Here you need to have many more variable names, something like this. Like here, instead of this YouTube, you can change it to as Instagram. Here, instead of this particular name, you can change it to some other name. That is completely your way, how many variables you want to add. And here you just need to say data model dot put this dot put this. For me, it was simple. So I just said whatever is in the body, just put it there. And in your case, you may be making usage of a different model also. That is completely your choice. There is no hard and fast rule. Yeah. Now you say that no, I don't want to add the attachment here. So yeah, why we are opening this? Okay, this one is from Java. Okay, but yeah, it was same. Okay, so now you say no, I don't want attachment here. Then don't make usage of this part, or just keep the same thing as non-null as it is. Don't provide anything here, so it is not going to provide the attachment. If you say no, I want attachment, but I don't want to make it something like this, don't add the Freemarker, don't add this particular method, directly provide the content as it is. Okay, now if you say that no, always I just want to send a very basic mail only, then you don't even need to go for this my message. Just go for simple mail message. So it is completely up to you. There is no hard and fast rule that okay, always you should go for this, always you should go for this only. I'm just think simple mail message by the name only, it is simple. So hence it is consuming less memory also. So depending on your requirement, if you say my requirement is only to send a simple mail, always go for this method. If you say no, my requirement is something, sometimes I want to do this, sometimes I want to do that, I want to have more customization, always go for this my message. It gives you customization of having a resource or not. It gives you a customization of having a template or not. So each and everything is customizable here. One thing which we still don't know as of now is that how we can take this resource from the user. Like as of now also, what we are doing, we are hard coding this attachment. What if I want to take it from the user? So what I give you a challenge is that you try to do the same thing on your own. how to accept this attachment from the user. Trust me, there is almost minimal changes in the service sample. You just need to make some change in this initial part only. Okay. Otherwise, in the next mail, in the next video, I will be showing you that how you can get some attachment from the user and how can it be at a runtime. So let's see the same thing in the next video. Bye everyone.